Well, I can at least give you someone else.
Oh, go slow.
So as you can see, this is a little clip from the most recent episode of The Last Resort. And Jasmine obviously puts in the caption here in her story by saying, behind, and I'm assuming it's meant to say behind closed doors, is even worse. The constant body shaming and rejection have left wounds and insecurities on me I might never recover from. Now, here's the thing. We know Jasmine has spoken about how she has had all this work done to herself, but yet Gino still does not want to touch her. Gino still does not want to be intimate with her. And she has spoken about how, she does all these things due to her own insecurities that she's had even before Gino. But Gino, in her eyes, obviously has done nothing to make her feel good in her own skin, which is why she's always in the need for a new fix of a surgery, a new fix of something to, fix her look, shall I say, because in her mind, it's all about fixing her look. But here's the thing though, Gino wasted no time by having a response to what Jasmine had to say. Let's get into it. So as we can see here, as we zoom into obviously what Gino had to say, as you can see, this is from Gino's account here, okay? Gino responded by saying, Jasmine's saying I constantly bully her about her looks daily behind closed doors is a lie. She degrades and emasculates me often, as you already have seen on current and previous shows, but it's much worse off camera. She verbally abuses me on a daily basis ever since she arrived in Michigan. Many times, very intense and literally screaming. I'm always kind to Jasmine and do not bully or body shame her like she claims off camera. Please stop spreading lies, Jasmine. So to be honest with you, this is a matter of who we want to believe, what perspective makes more sense, who do we believe is more inclined to tell the truth, and who is more inclined to pretty much, lie and change their story. Now, this is my take on the matter itself in particular. I'm in a position where I'm more inclined to want to believe Jasmine over Gino. Why? Because Gino is the person that decided to, one, marry Jasmine, okay? Now, don't get me wrong. Of course, she decided to say yes, but I will get into her in terms of why I believe her over him. So with Gino, he decided to, one, marry Jasmine. Two, decided to bring her to the States, all right? And three, also has been funding Jasmine's appearances, as well as also accommodation. Whether she knew about it is a different conversation. Whether he knew about it is a different conversation, because when she got her butt done, she did say that apparently Gino didn't know, and she told him the money was for elsewhere. It was for the wedding dress, I think, or something like that. Which, fair enough, fair enough. But when it comes to Jasmine now, on the matter itself in particular, this is where my opinion is a bit more different. And when it comes to Gino, and also when it comes to Jasmine, she is somebody who was dating a man that was willingly giving her money all the time, money for anything that she needed to change her appearance, any money that she needed for accommodation, you name it, he was funding it. So really and truly, when it comes to Jasmine now, it's one of those matters where she may have lived by this assumption, this false hope, that Gino was giving her money to improve herself, so therefore he would love her more, so therefore he would want to touch her more, so therefore he'd want to be intimate with her. But instead of wanting these things, what does he do? He deprives her of the things that she desires the most when it comes to the intimacy side of things, the physicality side of things. So do I believe that Gino is the kind of person that could slyly, behind closed doors, give excuses and reasons to why he does not want to sleep with his own woman? Well, look at it this way. This is a man that for seasons upon seasons, he has said the reason why he's not intimate with Jasmine is because she's always shouting and screaming. Now, are we really to believe that those would be the only reasons? So therefore, I wouldn't be surprised if he sat there and said to her, well, I don't want to touch you because your boobies are too small or too big. Or I don't want to touch you because your butt implants are upside down. Or according to Gino, apparently they're upside down, okay? I don't want to touch you because maybe, I don't know, your waist is too small. I don't know. I don't want to kiss you because your lips are too big or whatever. I mean, and this isn't me nitpicking her, because I don't have an issue with the way she looks, I promise you now. I'm trying to speak as if I was Gino, as if I was a nitpick for the sake of being a complete a-hole. Are these the things that maybe he is saying to her? And this is why she then will be at the gym all the time. This is why she then be on these type of different diets. This is why she would then be under the knife getting this done and that done. Because remember, Jasmine is not the same person physically from the first time we saw her to now. So based on somebody that has the ability to always have excuses to not be intimate with his woman, and also has the ability to always flip things and say that, hey, well, she's the one that actually emasculates me. Okay, let's talk about that real quick. If Jasmine did not know, if Jasmine was a completely different person, let's say Jasmine was pure feminine, she never shouted Gino, she never screamed at Gino, would Gino still be able to show this masculine side of him that he claims to have? I don't think so. I very much don't think so, because to be honest with you, the fact that Jasmine isn't even his first woman of a sugar baby website, and let's not forget this, I don't know what masculine man that would go on a sugar baby website to pay a woman to give him attention. Straight away, that tells me that you are not a masculine person. So the fact that he wants to sit there and talk about it in that way, that is what has me questioning Gino more than questioning Jasmine. You see what I'm saying? So he can blame her for why he's not masculine, why she emasculates him. But the matter of fact is, I'll tell you this now, any man that is masculine, any man that knows how to hold his own, he would not allow a woman to be in his life who's going to emasculate him in the first place. He would absolutely say, you know what, listen, if you're not going to respect me, if you're not going to, treat me the way I need to be treated, I'm going to bounce. No man would tolerate that. So the fact that he wants to sit on this whole emasculating nonsense is absolute BS. I know every man out here that has a backbone, every man out here that is masculine, okay? If his woman tried to emasculate him, he would 100% tell her to stop in her tracks. And if she didn't want to listen, he would bounce. He's not going to waste his time with somebody like this. So the fact that he says that is absolutely ridiculous. So for me, I'm in a position, and I'm not forgetting any of the other bad things that Jasmine has done. Don't get me wrong. I'm not forgetting those things. But I'm just saying that things don't add up. And let's be real. Gino married Jasmine, flew her to Michigan, paid for so many things just for her to live in his house whilst he stays in another room taking pills just so he can play with himself. Tell me where the masculine is in that. Gino acts as if he hasn't got a choice to break up with her and leave her, which of course Jasmine has that same choice too. But I think, to be honest with you, it's quite clear that these two are clearly not together anymore based on these events that we have witnessed, regarding what Jasmine wanted to obviously show us regarding Gino himself in particular, and basically saying that behind closed doors, he's even worse than what is displayed here.
Now it's better.
And also, let's not forget, in the last episode as well, not this episode, the episode last week, Gino didn't even know which parts Jasmine get turned on by the most. When they did the whole sex freaking challenge thing, Jasmine had to tell him where she likes to be touched the most. How can you be with someone for this long and not know where they are aroused the most? And this man was talking about how she emasculates him. Like I said before, there are women out there that would try and emasculate a man 100%. But a man that has got masculine energy in him, just pure thoroughbred, he's not going to tolerate that, point blank, period. That's why for me personally, I'm sick and tired of hearing about, well, she was doing this to so-and-so. And I'm not talking about Jasmine in particular, but sometimes we see this where they say, well, this one was emasculating him, she was gaslighting him, she was doing this and that. Like I said before, a real man isn't going to tolerate, he's going to bounce. Okay, it's the same way as a woman as well. A woman that understands her worth, understands her, has good values, good morals, all that kind of stuff. If a man tries to belittle her, tries to talk to her as if she's a piece of trash, she's not going to stick around. She's going to bounce because she has more respect for herself to tolerate some BS. She's not going to sit there and keep trying with some fool. You see what I'm saying? Anyway, it is what it is. Let me know your thoughts and we'll talk about it in the comment section. I'm out. Peace.